Hello. Okay, there I am. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brooke St. John. And before we got started with today's video, I wanted to apologize for being MIA. The past couple weeks, I've been in MIA. No, but for real, over spring break, I went to Miami, so I couldn't really film there. And then when I came back from spring break, we're in the middle of moving. Like literally all of my stuff is in boxes. We're moving this Wednesday. So I just feel like I haven't filmed in forever and it literally makes me want to cry. So I'm super excited to be filming for you guys today. And this video is super exciting because this is going to be a tutorial on a going out look. And it's going to be using all drugstore products. So all these products that I'm using are super affordable. And who doesn't like a look? And who doesn't like a look that is affordable? And what else did I want to tell you guys? Oh, also, make sure to stay tuned until the end of the video because I'm going to be asking for your guys' input on something that I've been wanting to do and that I want to do now that we're moving. So make sure to stay tuned until the end of the video for that. And I think that's all I have to ramble about for today. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so when I do a more dramatic eye look, I go ahead and do the eyes first. So I'm just going to start off with priming my eyes with this Milani Eyeshadow Primer. Oh, and by the way, I got all these products either at Ulta in the drugstore section or at Walmart or at Target. And all the products that I'll be mentioning will be listed down below. So I'm just going to get some of that eye primer and put it on my finger and put it all over the eyelid. There is still a little bit of eczema on my eyes, so I'm sorry about that. It's kind of distracting, but we're gonna make it work. So first things first, after you prime the eye, just gonna go in with 2 pieces of tape and tape the edges of my eyes. Alright guys, next I'm going to dive in this Milani Most Loved Mattes palette. It's filthy, sorry. And I'm going to set that primer with the shade Fancy Vanilla. And I'm just going to do that with this fluffy e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. And you want to always make sure that you set your eye primer with a white eyeshadow shade. Like always, always, always before you do your eyeshadow because it will make it a lot easier to blend out your eyeshadows in the end. So just apply that shade all over your lid. Guys, so next I'm going to dive in this e.l.f. Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette. e.l.f. has amazing eyeshadows as well. And guys, I don't know what like shades these, like there's no shade names anywhere. So I'm just gonna point to it. So I'm just going to dive in this shade right here. This light brown as a transition shade in the crease. I'm going to be using that same brush and just apply that shade to the crease. Do this with a light hand and windshield wiper motions just to create that really blended crease. Another must in doing your eyeshadow is blending after every single shade you apply. So I'm just going to take this Tarte blending eyeshadow brush and blend that out. This is going to make it a lot easier to get that blended eyeshadow look because then at the end when you applied all those shades, you won't have to sit there for an hour in blending. If you do this after every shade you apply, then it's already going to be blended. So that transition shade is all blended. We're going to go back in this Milani palette and apply this warm orangey shade. And that is Catch a Tan. And we're just going to do the same thing with this shade and apply it in the crease. Just like we did with the last one. With that same brush. And again, go in with that Tarte blending brush and blend that out. Guys, now to deepen up the crease a little, dive in the shade Hiking in Sedona. And again, we're just going to apply that to the crease as well. Still using that same brush. And once again, blend that out. Now we're going to dive in the shade Chocolate is Life. True, I agree with that statement. And we're going to do the same thing as we've been doing. Again, apply that in the crease. But with this shade, you want to go like even lower in the crease than you did the other ones because you want that ombre blended effect, and this shade is a little bit darker. So just apply that low in the crease. And blend that out. Alright guys, now with this Anastasia Beverly Hills dual-ended brush, eyeshadow brush, we're going to dive in, still in this Milani palette, the shade Umber the Sun. Wait. Oh wait. Okay, actually the last shade that I applied was Umber the Sun, and this shade is Chocolate is Life. Sorry about that. This is confusing. So I'm just going to apply it with this end of the brush. Get some. And apply that really low in the crease. Focusing more on the outer V of my eye. Alright, now we really gotta blend that shade since it's a darker one. So light hand, blend that out. And now your crease should look like so. Alright guys, now taking this LA Girl Pro Concealer and my angled Sephora brush, I'm going to cut my crease. So with this, I just get some product on the applicator. And then dip my brush in it. And be careful with this concealer with cutting your crease because it's a little thick. So a little goes a long way. And always when I cut my crease, I go a little bit above my natural crease so that you can still see that it's a cut crease when I have my eyes open. So with this look, we're going to cut the crease a little bit farther than halfway. So about like there. And I'm going to cut the other crease off camera and I'll be right back. Now we're going to dive back into this Milani eyeshadow palette and let's dive in the shade. Let's make sure I get this right this time. Hiking in Sedona. Oh wait, no. First we're going to set that concealer that we cut our crease with French Vanilla. Because you want to make sure to do this because concealers tend to crease if you don't set them, and if you apply eyeshadow right over them, then it's going to be a bit messy. I'm going to dive in the shade Hiking in Sedona. This orangey shade. And we're going to apply that to the inner V. We want to apply that shade on the inner V and skip over the like mid part of our eyelid because we're going to do glitter there and then apply it to the outer V as well. Guys, I'm sorry if you can hear any freaking Fortnite sound effects. My boyfriend's upstairs, of course, playing Fortnite. So sorry if you can hear that. I don't know if you can, but I definitely can. For all of you, Guys that live in STL, are you freaking as sick of the weather as I am? Because I was looking through my Snapchat memories a few days ago, and last year in February it was 80 degrees, and I was chilling at Goose Creek getting my tan on, and now it's almost April and it's still freezing. Like, spring, where are you at though? Alright guys, now that we got the inner V and the outer V of that cut crease covered in that shade, we're going to go in with this e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow. And guys, this is amazing. I think this was like literally $2. Just gotta take the Sephora brush that we cut our crease with. So we're just making a line. Right where we cut our crease. Alright guys, now that we have both glitter lines where we cut that crease, we're going to take that same glitter cream shadow by e.l.f. and that same Sephora brush, and we're going to apply that in the middle of our lid where we didn't put shadow. Like so. So now that we got both lines, this next part, I just want to add a little bit more of glitter on that mid part. So since I only want a touch of glitter, I'm going to go in with this NYX glitter primer. And then the glitter I'm using is the NYX Glitter Brilliance, the color gold. And I'm just going to tap out some of that glitter into the cap. And then I'm gonna get some glitter primer on my brush and then dip that brush in the glitter. And then just apply that to the mid part of our lid. Alright, I'm not really liking how the outer V looks, so I'm just going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills and going into this Chocolate is Life and just deepen up that V. Alright guys, moving on to liner. I'm going to be using this Maybelline Master Duo liquid liner. A really good trick if you have troubles with doing a wing liner is keeping this tape on and then just doing your liner. Then it will keep a really straight wing. Alright guys, so my camera died, so while I was charging I just finished up my liner and took off that tape and got off any of the fallout. So moving on to the face, I'm going to prime my face with this Master Prime Blur and Illuminate by Maybelline. I just bought this primer the other day and I love it. I've actually been using it a lot. Alright guys, moving on to foundation. When I go out or go anywhere, I know I need to have my makeup last for a long time. I like to use a lot of cream products, so I like to go in with this Hard Candy Look Pro Bare It All foundation and concealer stick. And I like to use this as a base to my foundation to make sure that it really stays. So I just do a few swipes all over the face. And then with stick foundations, I like to go in with this Real Techniques foundation brush because beauty blenders just really don't blend out stick foundations the way that I like it to. Moving on to the liquid foundation. Guys, this is like the most exciting thing that I have to tell you guys about, and it is so good. It's the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation, and it's either $10 or it's $5.99. I don't know for sure, but it's something like that. And guys, this foundation is so freaking good. And before I filmed this video, I wanted to do a wear test. So I wore this foundation to work. And guys, it lasted the whole shift. I'm gonna blend that out with a beauty blender. Alright guys, so coming at you with another LA Girl product. I'm going in with the LA Pro Conceal. Oh, by the way, I used shade Light Tan in the foundation. And then now I'm going in with the Pro Conceal by LA Girl in the shade Light Ivory. Now just going to blend that out with the beauty blender. Alright guys, now to set that concealer, I'm going to go in with my favorite setting powder, the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10 Fair Light. Guys, this is like the best powder ever. And just to know that this product is Drugstore, it's amazing. Because I've tried so many setting powders because every single setting powder in the world gives me flashback. And I like a really thick setting powder because I tend to crease a lot. So this one works so freaking good. So you're just going to apply this with a damp beauty blender wherever you put concealer. Alright guys, now when that's setting, I'm going to do my brows. This e.l.f. brow pencil. And I'm going to do this off camera. If you want to know how I do my brows, check out my everyday makeup tutorial. I showed you there how I do my brows. So I'll be right back. Alright, now that the brows are done, I'm just going to wipe off that excess powder. Now a new trick that I just started recently doing. After I bake my under eyes, I like to go in with this Wet n Wild contouring palette. And I like to apply this shade under my eye with this type of sponge. Get that and apply it under the eye. And it really brightens it up. And then just wipe away lightly because you really want this to stay. Alright, now moving on to bronzer, I'm going to go into my Butter Bronzer and use this Sonia Kashuk angled brush and just contour up. Alright, now to finish up the eyes, I'm going to pick up that Anastasia Beverly Hills brush and we're going to dive back into this Milani eyeshadow palette, into that shade that we applied on the crease, or on our lid, the Hiking in Sedona, and apply that under on the lower lash line. And then to make sure that line's blended out, we're gonna go in with this Tarte blending brush and lightly blend that out. And then since this look is a more bronze smoky eye, with those looks, I like to go in with this L'Oreal Smoldering Eyeliner. And it's just a black liner and apply that in my waterline. To dive in this e.l.f. Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette. And we're going to take this shade just on our finger and apply that in our inner corner. Alright guys, moving on to mascara. I like to use two mascaras. The first one I apply is the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. This one is really good for volumizing, and the next one I apply is really good for lengthening, so I like to use both. These are both my favorite Drugstore mascaras. Just go over the Telescopic Mascara by L'Oreal. And then on my lower lashes, I just like to go in with the Telescopic because it's really good to really get all the lower lashes. Now moving on to falsies, I'm going to be using these falsies I picked up from Walmart. And they're actually really good and they look really natural. And these are the Salon Perfect falsies. And when I apply falsies, I just like to take tweezers and take these off very gently to make sure to keep the shape of the lash. Just take the lash on the tweezer and apply some of the Duo eyelash glue. And I just apply a thin line and then wait about 20 seconds for the glue to dry. Then once it's dry, go ahead and pop it on. Alright guys, now that we applied both lashes, now it's time for the last but certainly not least part, my favorite part, highlighter. And today I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild highlighting powder. And this is the shade Golden Flower Crown. Bridge of the nose and Cupid's bow. And then over that, where'd it? I'm going to be applying this Makeup Revolution liquid highlighter in the shade Champagne. Guys, this stuff is so freaking pretty. And I just put some of this on my finger and then dab it over where I applied that highlighter. Alright, actually this is the last part, but I know you guys are going to be a little bit salty, and so am I, but actually when I was buying all these drugstore products, I forgot liquid lipstick, so today we're just going to be using this Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Malibu. But I have tried out the NYX liquid lipsticks and they're amazing, so any liquid lipstick would work, whatever shade you guys are feeling. Alright guys, this is the final look. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about and have your input on is, as you guys know, I already told you I'm in the process of moving. And as I was packing my stuff, I noticed that even though a few months ago I got rid of like a bunch of clothes and I gave a bunch of clothes away to Plato's Closet and the rest of it I donated, and I just feel like there's still so much stuff that like I don't want, and in my new house I just want my closet and everything to be clutter free, as in like I just want clothes that I actually wear all the time and clothes that I want to wear only hung up. So I was thinking about doing a giveaway on my channel and picking about like 5 to 10 winners and doing like bundles of stuff that I want to, that I no longer want. And it would be stuff like handbags, clothes, shoes, swimsuits, everything on that level. So if a giveaway is something that you guys want me to do, then definitely comment down below or shoot me a DM on any of my social media that will be listed down below, and let me know if that's something you guys want me to do or not, because I just think giveaways are a really cool thing to do on people's channels, and I really love when I see people doing giveaways, because a giveaway is something that can help me and also help you guys, so I think they're a really awesome thing. But I really hope you guys liked today's video, and if you did, then give it a thumbs up down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And I think that's it for today, so I'll see you guys in my next video.